I'm Philip Jones with your Missouri Business Alert Weekly Wrap. The Missouri Department of Transportation has released its long-range construction and maintenance plan, and it falls way short of what Missouri drivers are hoping for. MoDOT wrote the plan after a series of public hearings where participants came up with a wish list of $70 billion worth of projects. But MoDOT said its budget for the next 20 years is only $17 billion. The draft plan shows a significant drop in revenue. Missouri's gas tax has not been raised since 1992, and the cost of highway construction has doubled and tripled in some areas. MoDOT has reduced staff by 18%, but a transportation agency engineer says it can't keep cutting to save enough money to, quote, deliver what Missourians are telling us they want. The debate over Medicaid reform and expansion is heating up again. Governor Jay Nixon will meet later this month with General Assembly members drafting Medicaid reform legislation. State Representative Jay Barnes presented a study this week that shows Missouri could save $42 million a year once it expands and revamps the public health care program to the poor. Jefferson City calls the study a starting point for discussion and not a bill he's ready to file. The Republican-led Missouri legislature defeated the Medicaid expansion plan last spring. Lieutenant Governor Peter Kinder is dropping plans to run for the 8th Congressional District next year. The seat in southwest Missouri is now held by fellow Republican Jason Smith. Kinder's decision marks at least the third time he's publicly declared plans to run for office and then backed off. Missouri state government revenue has grown 2.5% since the fiscal year began July 1st. That's the good news, thanks to increases in individual and corporate income tax collections, plus a bump in sales taxes. The bad news is that the state's budget for the fiscal year is based on a projected revenue increase of more than 3%. The slower growth could become a factor when the General Assembly reconvenes in January and debates whether to cut state taxes. Hallmark Cards is streamlining its development process for greeting cards, and that means the company will eliminate about 100 positions this year in the Kansas City area. The Kansas City-based company is also phasing out the party business during the next 15 to 20 months. Schnucks Grocery is getting into the healthcare business. The Midwestern grocery chain has opened its first Infusions Solutions facility at a St. Louis store to treat acute chronic conditions. Infusions therapy involves injecting medicine through a needle or catheter, which can take up to 8 hours. The director of pharmacy services for Maryland Heights-based Schnucks believes infusion therapy is a natural outgrowth of the Schnucks Pharmacy division, especially with national healthcare reform. Healthcare experts said it's a smart move. That's your weekly wrap. For Missouri Business Alert, I'm Philip Jones.